Hi guys, good day, it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is all about arithmetic sequence, and we're going to solve for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So I will give you 4 examples class for you to really understand this one. And this will be the formula class of an arithmetic sequence. We have a sub n, or the general term, or the term that you're looking to find. And then equal to the first term, a sub 1 is the first term, plus quantity n minus 1. So n is the number of terms, minus 1. And then d is the common difference. Alright, so let's start with example number 1. What is the 18th term of the arithmetic sequence? Given sequence, we have 13, 16, 19, and then 22. So we are told to find the 18th term. So therefore, a sub 18. So term that we're looking to find, that would be a sub 18, the 18th term. So a sub 18, or the term that we're looking to find, that would be a sub 18. So once again, we're looking for the 18th term. So a sub 18 is equal to the first term is 13. So once again, because the first term is 13, so copy 13. So once again, our terms, we have 13, 16, 19, and then 22, right? So the first term is 13. And then a sub n, so general term, a sub 18, because we're looking for the 18th term. So a sub 18 equals 13 plus, so n is the number of terms, once again, plus n is the number of terms. We're looking for the 18th term, so therefore our n is 18. So 18 minus 1. And then the common difference, simply subtract the second term by the first term, 16 minus 13. What's the answer, class? That's correct, that would be 3. And then we also check subtracting the third term by the second term, 19 minus 16. What's the answer, class? Third term minus the second term. 19 minus 16, that would be equal to 3. Yup, they have the same common difference, that would be 3. So once again, the common difference is 3. Alright, so this will be 18. So 18 minus 1, and then the common difference is 3 times 3. Alright, and then simply simplify this one. So copy a sub 18, the 18th term, is equal to 13 plus 18 minus 1. What's the answer, class? 18 minus 1, that's correct. That would be 17. So 17. So 18 minus 1, that would be 17, and then times 3. Alright, so once again, class, you always follow PEMDAS. You simplify this one first, multiply this one first before we add 13. So simplify this one first. So copy a sub 18, or the 18th term. Copy 13 plus 17 times 3. We multiply that. 17 times 3. 3 times 7, that would be 21. So 1 carry 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2, that would be 5. So that would be 51. So 13 plus 51. So a sub 18 is equal to, so 13 plus 51. So 4, 6. That would be 64. That's it, class. That's the answer, class. The 18th term, that would be 64. All set. This is the answer, class, with regards to example number 1. So a sub 18, or the 18th term, that would be 64. All set. This is the answer, class, with regards to example number 1. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 2. Alright, so solve for the 12th term of the arithmetic sequence. Given sequence, we have 99, 87, 75, 63, and so on. Alright, so a sub n, we are looking for the 12th term. So a sub 12, so this will be a sub 12 is equal to, the first term is 99. So the first term is 99. So 99 plus, n is the number of terms. We're looking for the 12th term, so therefore we have 12 terms. So 12 minus 1, close parenthesis, and then the common difference. So this will be common difference, because subtract the second term by the first term. So 87 minus 99. What's the answer, class? Once again, class, unlike signs, we have negative 99, positive 87. Subtract 99 minus 87, that would be 12. Now 99 is greater than 87. We copy the sign of 99. That would be negative 12. Once again, class, to get the common difference, simply subtract the second term by the first term. So, second term, 87 minus 99. So, 87 minus 99, that would be equal to negative 12. We also check class subtracting the third term by the second term. So 75 minus 87. Once again, positive 75, negative 87, unlike sign, subtract 87 minus 75, so that would be 12. And then 87 is greater than 75, we copy the sign of 87, that would be negative 12. Yup, you have the same common difference. Alright, so therefore, the common difference with regards to example number 2, that would be equal to negative 12. Alright, so therefore, multiplied by negative 12, so this will be a sub 12, the 12th term is equal to 99 plus 12 minus 1. What's the answer, class? That's correct, that would be 11, so 11 times negative 12. Alright, so a sub 12 equals, copy 99, multiply this one, 11 times 12, so 12 times 11. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2. So we don't have enough space, class. We just multiply it here. So 12 times 11. So 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2 is 2, 1 times 1 is 1. Simply add, so bring down 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, bring down 1. 132. Now since this is negative 12, therefore class, our answer, it should be negative 132. Why is that, sir? Because unlike signs, if you're multiplying unlike signs, positive times negative, the answer, class, it's always negative. Multiplying unlike signs, the answer, it's always negative. So this will be negative 132. Alright, and then we have positive 99, negative 132. So therefore, we subtract unlike signs, positive 99, negative 132, subtract. So 132 minus 99. So 2 minus 9, that cannot be. We borrow 1. This becomes 2. This becomes 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. So 2 minus 9 cannot be. We borrow 1. This becomes 0. This becomes 12. 12 minus 9 is 3. So therefore, that would be 33. Now, since 132 is greater than 99, we copy the sign of 132. This will be negative 33. That's it, class. All set. The 12th term, class, that would be negative 33. All set, class. So the answer with regards to example number 2, a sub 12 or the 12th term, that would be negative 33. All set, class. All set. This is the answer, class, with regards to example number 2. All set. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 3. So determine the 10th term of the arithmetic sequence. If given first term, or a sub 1, that would be negative 15, and d, or the common difference, that would be equal to 6. So therefore, we're looking for the 10th term. So this will be a sub 10. So we're looking for the 10th term. So a sub 10. Our first term is negative 15. Copy plus sign. So n is the number of terms. We're looking for the 10th term. So therefore, we have 10 terms. So n is 10. So 10 minus 1. And then the common difference is 6. So common difference is 6. Alright, and then simplify this one. So a sub 10 equals negative 15. Copy plus sign. And then 10 minus 1, that would be 9. Multiplied by 6. So a sub 10 equals negative 15. So 9 times 6, that would be positive 54. Once again, you simplify this one first. Multiplication comes first before addition. So 9 times 6, that would be 54. And then plus negative 15. Unlike signs, subtract 54 minus 15. So 4 minus 5, that's cannot be. We borrow 1. This becomes 4. This becomes 14. 14 minus 5 is 9. 4 minus 1 is 3. So this will be positive 39. So once again, 54. And then negative 15, unlike signs, subtract 54 minus 15, that will be 39. Now 54 is greater than 15. We copy the sign of 54. This will be positive 39. That's it, because that's the answer with regards to example number 3. So a sub 10 is equal to 39. All set. This is the answer, class, with regards to example number 3. Alright, so let's proceed now to example number 4. Alright, so if a sub 1 is equals to negative 1 and a sub 6 is equals to 14, what is the common difference? Alright, so let's do that. So we have given a sub 6. So our general term, our last term, that would be 14. So therefore, simply substitute the value of a sub n. Once again, if we write this one, this is a sub 6 equals our first term is -1 plus the number of terms. We have a sub 6. So therefore, that would be 6 terms. So 6 minus 1. And then we're looking for the common difference. That would be d, right? We don't have the value of d. Once again, a sub 6 or the general term, the last term, it is given. We have 14. So 14 equals -1 plus 6 minus 1. Once again, plus 6. The number of terms, our last term, our general term is a sub 6. So therefore, that's why our n class is 6. Once again, class, our general term is a sub 6. So therefore, we have 6 terms. That's why, class, our n is 6. So a sub 6, that would be 14, general term. Copy equals sign. A sub 1 is -1. And then 6 minus 1, that would be 5 times the common difference. Alright, so this will be 14 equals, copy -1. 5 times d, that would be positive 5d. Alright, so to get the common difference, we can transpose -1 from right to left. Or we can do the properties of equality. I hope you have this one class during your grade 7, properties of equality. Okay, we can add both sides by +1. Add both sides by +1 because -1 combined with +1, this is 0, right? We can just simply cancel this out. And then 14 plus 1, that would be 15 equals, copy 5d. Once again, class, we can add both sides by 1 so that you can cancel this out. And then 14 plus 1, that would be 15. Alright, and then copy 5d. And then to get the value of d, we can apply division property of equality. We can divide both sides by 5, divide by 5, cancel this out. 15 divided by 5, that would be equal to 3. So 3 is equals to d. Once again, class, this is just the same with d equals 3. Once again, 15 divided by 5 is 3. Simply copy d. 3 equals d is just the same with d equals 3. We call this one, class, symmetric property. You have this one, class, during your grade 7. Alright, so therefore, the common difference is 3. Alright, so that's it, class. All set. This is the answer, class, with regards to example number 4. So once again, class, you pause the video. Let's have the other solution, class. So other solution, class, you can just simply transpose -1 from right to left. Once you transfer from this equal sign, you change the sign, class. This is -1, it will become +1. So this will be 14. This is -1, it will become +1 equals, copy 5d. And then 14 plus 1, that would be 15 equals 5d. And then apply division property of equality. Divide by 5, divide by 5. You will get the same answer, class. 3 equals d, or that would be d equals 3. That's it, class. All set. All set, class. Alright, so how about you try this one, class? 2 examples. Arithmetic sequence. Find the 10th term for number 1. And then for number 2, find the 20th term. So you try this one, class, and then you put your answer on the comment section down below. Let me check, class, if you really understand our topic. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.